Hey, welcome back everybody. Cameron here from Green Bricks and Cam. Today we have a really awesome review. It's going to be of the 1999 Anakin's Podracer. As you can see, it does have the old 1999 Star Wars logo there. And if you kind of caught a glimpse of the minifigures as well, they are the yellow minifigures from the old school Lego days. So I'm very hyped to review this set, but I do want to give a special shout out to all those on Instagram who follow me and support me. For the next about 30 seconds is going to be a little shout out, so if you want to skip ahead, you can. But definitely check out this vote. As you can see, it was a very thin margin. Anakin's Podracer won by one vote over the 1999 lightsaber duel. And also, Mandalorian and the Child Brickheads had 6 votes as well, too. So none of these sets was really ignored by any of the voters, which is really cool to see on my end. I'll review all of them, and hopefully you guys can all enjoy them. But yeah, I want to thank everyone here on this list who voted. As you can see, the votes are definitely scattered, whether it's the 1999 lightsaber duel, the 1999 Anakin's Podracer, or the 2020 Mandalorian and the Child Brickheads. Everyone here definitely had their own opinion, and they definitely let it show. We have a very scattered poll today. Obviously, one being 10, 9, and 6. Those are all pretty similar in numbers. So yeah, just I want to shout out all these people though. If you can see, these are all people that I'm really active with on Instagram in general. So it really does mean a lot to me that they are, I guess, giving me support with my poll. I guess to say at least they're voting on my poll, and that really does mean a lot to me. Thank you guys so much. Most of you guys people know I already do appreciate you. I'm pretty vocal about that, but if you don't know already, I am very appreciative of all my fans and those who I support in general with their projects as well too. So thanks again everybody for that. Here's the little bit last of all the votes, and as soon as they're done, we'll get right to this review. And yeah, thanks again everybody. It really does mean a lot. Now this is where the fun begins. Alright, so you can see the set number 7131 has 134 pieces, and it's going to include 3 minifigures. As you can see, the 3 minifigures in this set are going to be young Anakin Skywalker, Pam and Biry, and the Pit Droid, which is one of the only Pit Droids we've gotten since 1999. There's a couple more that year, but since then we've only gotten 2, which are actually, I think, coming out this year. So yeah, very cool to get that Pit Droid. Also the classic yellow Padme and Anakin's always really nice to have too. On the back of the box, it's kind of hilarious. They have the whole crew fixing the Podracer. Even Padme herself is putting together the cockpit. So that kind of cracks me up. I mean, as you can see here, we do a really weird but cool alternate build. Usually alternate builds are kind of pointless, but these ones actually look pretty sweet. As you can see, we have the one ship there and then Anakin, like the helicopter thing on the bottom. But going to the instruction manual, it's just a basic instruction manual, but it does have the Good vs. Good vs. Evil logo in the kind of number system with these steps. As you can see, there's a lightsaber inside of that 6 right there, which represents the good guys. Had there been like a Sith or a bad guy in the set, it would have been a red Darth Maul. So yeah, I really like how they had that continuation between all these instruction manuals here for 1999. As you can see, they also put the names of the minifigures too, which they really don't do anymore in the future. At least not in the instructions. Usually they only do that in the box of the set. Unfortunately though, with this instruction booklet, the last page is just a picture of the finished set. There's no advertisement, so that was kind of disappointing. But moving on to the minifigures, the first minifigure I want to cover is the yellow tall-legged Anakin. The kind of funny thing is, back then they didn't have the short legs, so Anakin got the long legs. He does have that torso printing and the face printing with that kind of smirk, but unfortunately his back printing is gone, and there's no second face printing here. But it was 1999, so I can't expect too much. But yeah, moving on to Pam and Biry. As you can see here, she does have the kind of like red lipstick look going on with the blue torso with the kind of like red dot there in the middle, which honestly looks pretty good for its time period. I think nowadays they probably give her more of a hip torso look, but they still did pretty good. The one thing I want to talk about the most though is this hairpiece. This hairpiece is really dang detailed. I really do love it. But unfortunately, just like Anakin, there is no second printing on her face, and her back of her torso is empty. This third minifigure, however, is very disappointing, that being the Pit Droid. Unfortunately, because of the brown bricks and Legos that were used during this time period, it's very brittle. It looks cool and all, but a lot of this is very fragile, and even using it, I can see that there's cracks forming on this Lego. Yeah, so I hope Lego, when they redo it, they do not use the old brown bricks, but I doubt they would. Obviously, they've moved forward with that, but yeah, as you can see here, it just falls right off. I mean, it doesn't even have connection to it. I kind of blame this white Lego here. Maybe it's being worn down or just has a weird shape to it. But otherwise, guys, here's the set and its beauty. As you can see, it does have this nice little thruster there in the front. It also has the kind of plasma holding it together in the middle, and it does have the cables going to the back connecting to the cockpit. As you can see, the cockpit, they use 2 antennas. That's kind of like the controls for the Podracer. And they also have a few printed tiles, as you can see here. Talking about the bad things in the set, it's pretty fragile. This thing just knocks right off. So do all of these. And it's kind of ugly, to be honest. With this stand here, I am not a fan. I get that it's supposed to be tan and kind of blend in with the planet of Tatooine, but it's just ugly. But things I do like. I really do like this flag piece. It's really cool how it represents Anakin's color with the blue and yellow. I really do love the cockpit. It has a really great feel about it, even better than the 2020 version, which I'll cover in a comparison video. And I like the printed pieces in the cockpit. It has one on each side of the left and right of the cockpit and one on the front. I also feel like they did a great job with the energy binder for its time period. The red translucent kind of light stop brick does a great job of kind of representing that. But once again, guys, thanks so much for voting on my Instagram poll. Thanks again for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, thanks again so much, everybody. Keep a lookout for my next comparison video with the Anakins from 1999 and 2020. Keep a lookout for my reviews from 1999. Check out my playlist. I have the 1999 sets I've already reviewed and some other cool stuff on my channel. You guys are great. Thank you again so much. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.